Hello everybody, welcome back to Afterlife. This is episode 9 and I'm glad you're here. Today we are going to be working on the Golden Carrot Cafe shop, but first, two things. One, I have a new neighbor. This is his spawn house. So good. I love it. And this is him. He's not a pig, but if you've been with me since I started my YouTube journey, it's Night Fox from Resolute, but now he's here on Afterlife with me. Fun fact, Night Fox was on the Afterlife SMP back in season 2, and now he has returned. And while the plan is to do the Golden Carrot Cafe shop today, Craftle is still going on, so I'm gonna go do that first. Let's go. It should spin, but it
like this
doesn't. I'm thinking, okay, if this clue means it should spin, but it doesn't in Minecraft, then I would think grindstone. But if you mean it should spin in general, but it doesn't, let's see.
Your train of thought seems going in a couple different directions here.
That's just who I am. It should spin, but it doesn't. Why all of a sudden are you getting all these one-shots?
Well, you know, I'm good at this game.
You finally, you decided to try.
Well, yeah, I was holding back my real power, Miney.
Should a spyglass spin?
Miney, your head should spin, but it doesn't.
My head is spinning.
Spinning?
I guess it's not
Spinning
Miney's
with
head.
possibilities.
Okay. Cross that one off the list.
Yep.
Should a barrel spin? Spin the barrel? Is that a thing?
Spin the bottle, but you get an entire barrel.
It's just a barrel.
And you have to figure out which end is supposed to be the pointed end.
My initial thought still holds up, and it's grindstone. It should spin.
But it doesn't.
But it doesn't.
But it doesn't.
But it doesn't.
All right.
All right.
Grindstone.
Drum roll, please.
Let's see.
Okay. Come on, grindstone. Woo!
I'm embarrassed.
See,
Let's go, Miney.
she sits
Let's
and thinks
go.
about it for a while. Pays off.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Miney, on getting it in one once again.
Well, everyone, the time has come for me to get to building my Golden Carrot Cafe shop. I have all my supplies here. It's a pretty small build. Obviously, we only have this space plus this space, but we're going for a sort of trendy cafe vibe, and I'm very excited to get started. Let's get going. Think for now I gotta move these guys out of the way. And as I'm building this shop, I also need to think about pricing. Currently, there's one other shop on the whole server that sells food, and it is the steak shop. And the steak shop sells 1 stack of cooked beef for 1 diamond. So I can go about this one of 2 ways. I can price mine the same, and because our prices would be the same, people would naturally choose golden carrots over beef. The other option would be if I were to price mine for 2 diamonds a stack and hope that the difference in quality would appeal to people. I am paying rent on these shops eventually. I know it's 40 total for the laundromat, which is up there, and these 2. I need to make at least 40 diamonds a month just to break even. And I do know some people have their own golden carrot villagers. Not sure how to go about this. Now, it's no secret that there are really talented, extremely talented builders on this server. They're so creative and so good at what they do. And then there's me, who I feel like I just don't have that big grand build skill set. I am trying to expand my building skills, the size of my builds, the detail, all of it, in an effort to sort of keep up with my server mates, because that's one of the cool things about being on a server is not only all the role play and the interaction and all of that fun good stuff, but also you get so inspired. Like just walking around and seeing what people do, it just makes you want to be better. Same goes for like editing YouTube videos and like seeing people stream. Like all of that just like keeps the motivation up, and it keeps me like wanting to do better and get better. I've thought a lot about being a better builder and what that means. And I've seen people ask, and I've asked the same thing, like, how do you get better at building? Like, what do you do? How do you do this? I think there's different ways people can progress. And I think I did not mean to do that. I think for me, I followed the path of wanting to build beautiful builds, like wanting to build something more complex, something more lovely than what I had been building, but not knowing how and not really knowing where to start. And so where I started, and I think a lot of people probably also start here, is with block for block tutorials. So it's just like they put a block, you put a block, and you just follow along and build it with them. And I don't know that that works for every type of person, but that worked for me. So I've actually learned a lot from following those tutorials, because sometimes I would see something, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, but I wouldn't know how to do it. And then you follow a tutorial and it's like, oh, that's a technique I can add. Now I know if I want a certain look or a certain whatever, like to do it this way. But after a while, and I think this happens probably to everyone who continues with Minecraft and has been building with block by block tutorials, after a while, you start to yearn to, not for the mines, but for your own design process. And I think that's where a lot of people get stuck, because that's where I got stuck. I got stuck in the sense that I was getting really frustrated that I just wasn't able to make something look the way that I wanted it to look. I think part of my struggle is that I have aphantasia, so I don't see things in my head. Like I can't picture anything in my mind. It's just empty. Empty black space. So that I think makes it a struggle, because I've talked to people on the server and they actually can see in their heads what they want to build and then like just build it. I can't relate. I can't relate at all. But what I have been able to do, and what I've been doing for a few whiles now, I've started to use reference images. And at first it kind of feels like, oh, that's cheaty. But if you think about real world stuff, people use reference for everything. You kind of have to, right? To really like see something for what it is and to get it right. One thing I will say is I do not use reference Minecraft builds. Like I'm talking either photos of actual locations or buildings, or, and this is more my case, pictures, renderings, illustrations that people have done, using that to bring it to life within Minecraft. And this process has been so good for me. I get really pleased when a build actually like looks cute, because I spent the time to dig through a bunch of reference images. I usually go on Pinterest because that's where I find a lot of the stuff that I really like. I'm sure that what happened to me following block by block tutorials and then moving up to following reference images might come back, that feeling of like, okay, now I just want to design something completely on my own, no reference image. And if I have that feeling, I will of course like buckle down and try to do that. But for now, I just wanted to throw it out there in case anybody else struggles like I do. And these are the walls of the Golden Carrot Cafe. We're going very literal carrot kind of vibes, but like cozy. Actually, I should show you the reference image. Okay, so hopefully I've done this right. The things that drew me to this image were the leaf kind of vine walls, the little jukebox I thought was cute, the hanging plants, totally giving mall coffee shop vibes. Okay, so you've seen the reference, so that's where I got this stripped wood for as my walls. And then the reference image floor, pretty pale, so we went with alternating bone blocks. I did already design this whole thing in creative. I'll tell you the truth. So I thought about like going through my design process and like explaining everything, but then, okay, there's a part of me that sits there and thinks, well, like you don't really know how to build. So like nobody wants to see your process. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that's wrong thinking or not, because sometimes I'm like, maybe it would be nice to see someone's design process who isn't like naturally like a talented builder, but I don't know. It feels kind of weird to be like, here's how I design my builds, you know, because I don't feel like I have the builds to back it up. I'm not sure. I don't know if anything I just said made sense. And the Golden Carrot Cafe is finished. Here it is in all its decorated glory. I'm doing golden carrots 1 diamond a stack. They're in these shulkers here. This is our like cash wrap area. So I'm growing carrots right here, just to show, like, you know, we grow our carrots local. And then I've just got this decoration here with a little bit of invisible item frame action there. This is my cash register. I did play around a little with armor stands. I'm not the best at it, so it kind of looks like my shelf is missing. You know how they put those little like pegs? Like I'm missing one, it's kind of tilted. But there's a golden carrot on display. And then if you're behind the cash wrap, you kind of look and see people walking by in the mall. And this is the view from here. So this is where everyone can sit. We've got our trash can. I went with this very moody Minecraft picture. This is one of the new ones. I really like it. And I feel like it fits the vibe of like moody mall cafe. And then over here, I did kind of like a modern art installation. So these are carrots. This is the new resin brick, because sometimes I feel like places like this have like wacky things going on like sculpturally on the walls. So we did this, and I did a little bit of a textured wall and then just the gold block here. It's kind of like the sun, but also, you know, gold for golden carrots. And then I just have the little fences and mangrove leaves to kind of be a green feature, sort of like in our reference image. We've got the jukebox. I am trying to figure out, I think there's a way where I could put pressure plates and then trigger the jukebox to start playing some sort of song. I don't know. I think it turned out really good. I really like the vibes in here. It's super mall coffee shop to me. I got to announce on the Discord to everyone that it's open, and hopefully our price of 1 diamond a stack is good. We are directly competing with the beef shop now. The steak shop. I did have to build myself like a little storage room here. So this is all of the mall blocks. So this belongs to Skunk and Mario. And then this is all my extra golden carrot stock. I feel like I should put a door here, but I didn't want the acacia door because, you know, it's like this. It's like see-through. So I don't know. I'll just chop it down every time I need to get in there. But yeah, this is my mall shop. Let me know what you think. I'm very excited. I'm hoping I can make enough money to afford the rent on this place, because it's going to cost me 40 diamonds a month starting in April. So, we'll have to see how it goes. Do I look like a golden carrot cafe barista at my little cash register? I think it's cute. I really like this build. This is the size of build that I feel very like comfortable in, but obviously it's tiny. It's basically all interior, right? Because the exterior is gorgeous and done for me, but I love it. I love it so much. I did take down the mall provided signs. Actually, I should put them in the box. For signage, I don't really know what I want to do. I felt like those signs didn't really go with my vibe, especially because I have two. Like, I kind of just want to do like a golden carrot item frame. Yeah, it's good. I like it. Coffee shop is done. I don't know if you remember, but there is a jukebox at the front of the coffee shop, and I thought it'd be cool if we could do a song for the coffee shop. And I wanted to do like coffee shop jazz, but obviously I don't want to pick anything that is copyright strikeable in case people have it in their videos. I don't want to be the cause of that. So I've found the jazziest sounding Minecraft song, which we are allowed to use. And we have a way on the server to get songs onto a music disc, which I've never done before, and we're going to try right now. So Skunk kindly, nicely, wonderfully gave me this disc, which plays 13, which is not jazzy at all. It's probably the opposite of the sound you would want in your coffee shop. Oh my gosh, it worked. Okay, let's go put it in the mall. So I was trying to work redstone out. I was originally going to do a lever where you just press the lever if you want the music on. But then Skunk had the amazing idea of why don't we do like a skulk based system. It's just so happens that Puff, who is our resident redstoner, came here like right over there to record something really quick. He just did it for me in like 5 minutes, and I think it would have taken me like 5 hours. So thank you, Puff, for saving me like multiple hours of time. But let's test it out. What? They're interrupting my recording. I was just about to set it off with my, like, to show in my video, and then I was like, wait a minute, it's playing. Well, anyway, you walk over and your footsteps trigger the skulk, which I think is in here somewhere, and it starts playing. I love it. And I took out some lanterns to make it a little bit darker, a little bit moodier. I love it. It's awesome. We do need to talk about the music disc that I created for my Golden Carrot shop. When people found out that I uploaded Stal, which is an existing music disc in Minecraft, they've all been giving me an extremely hard time about doing that. And so I have made a vow, I made it live on Skunk's stream, that I will get my own Stal by like natural means, by the way Minecraft intended me to get the disc. So that means I will have to build a creeper farm / music disc farm before season 5 is over. That is the vow that I have made, and I swear to keep